Now, let's learn about the second type of conditional loop, the for loop. Any for loop begins with the for statement. Let's dissect this statement into 5 parts for our understanding. The first part is the keyword for. The second part of the sentence is a variable. In this example, symbol. The variable holds a single element of the sequence. The third part is the keyword in. The fourth part is the sequence. In the example you see, this is the string internshala. Finally, the statement is ended with a colon. Below the for statement, the statements that need to be repeatedly executed are indented. This forms the body of the for loop. In our example, let's say we would like to print each letter in the sequence. We add the statement print symbol. Let's run this program to see the output. There, you see that each letter in the string sequence is printed individually. Let's see how the for loop worked here. The variable holds a single element of the sequence, with each loop starting with the element at index 0. Then, the body of the loop is executed for each member element in the sequence till all the elements are exhausted. So, the for loop doesn't require explicit verification of a Boolean expression controlling the loop like in the while loop. We can summarize the general usage of the for loop as shown on the screen. Note that the Python for loop works through a sequence of any type, string, list, or tuple. If you are using numbers in a sequence, you can specify a range of values using the inbuilt function range. For example, for num in range 1 to 5, print num. We'll print numbers from 1 to not 5 but 4. This is because the ending value in the range is excluded. The general format of the range function is range and within brackets start, comma stop, where the stop value is exclusive. By default, the numbers in between are incremented by 1. You can change this default by including the increment or step value in the range. Both the start and the step values are optional. Let's see some examples of range. Range 5 will generate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Range 1, 10 will generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Range 10, 21, 2 will generate 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Here you can see that the numbers are incremented by 2. Now, let's see how we can run the for loop over a range. When executed, this program will print the numbers 1 to 10 first and then print the statement end of sequence. Let's look at another example. Let's write a program for taking an input number and calculating the factorial. Recall that the factorial of a number is the product of all numbers between 1 and the number itself. We use the range to get the sequence of numbers. The body of the for loop performs the cumulative multiplication of all numbers in the range. If you want, you can pause the video here and study the program closely. You can also try it for yourself in idle. So, in addition to the while loop, you learned about using the for loop. You may have realized that for provides a more comprehensive mechanism to constitute a loop. Next, you will learn about using the for loop with different data types.